The halfway point of the trail was behind me, and southern Pennsylvania lay ahead. I came so far, but there was still so much further to go. After reaching the halfway point of the trail and spending the night in a campground, it's back to the trail this morning. I'm very, very tired, extremely exhausted, really. I smell like mildew and BO, but hey, what else is new?
Fewer than I can never not smell Those rocks were so cool. Always fun to walk through some rock formations. I have heard multiple times actually, that Pennsylvania is awful because of the rocks. And I think it's just northern Pennsylvania. Just very hard to walk. Right now I'm walking on like some I almost slipped. Some gravelly like rocks that really hurt my feet. I have ultra trail runners and they are so thin. It feels like I have a piece of cardboard inside of socks for shoes. Sorry, no offense to the good people at Ultra, but it's not my cup of tea right now, walking on these rocky rocks. I can feel every little edge through the soles of my shoes. Oh, there's gonna be more. After that last set of rock formations, I would like to amend my earlier statement. I do like going through rock formations, but I would like it better if I wasn't wearing a pack and my knees weren't sore as heck. Yeah, I try to not have an opinion on what's coming ahead of me that I can't avoid, you know? I'm gonna do it either way, whether I like it or not, so might as well not think about whether I like it or not. That was a hard day. That was only 15 miles, but with a slow morning, stopping at that store where I got the fish and fries, taking breaks a lot, I guess. I'm still only getting to camp at 7, not early, even though a few days ago I did 26 miles in one day. Pretty frustrating, but you just can't let yourself get frustrated at it. You just gotta try again next time. It's a peaceful, cloudy, humid morning, and today I'm walking through the town of Boiling Springs. Well, since we're in the town of Boiling Springs, might as well go to a cafe. The AT is spoiling me so bad. I think I can just eat out whenever I see a place.
I don't know about you guys, but I've always eat outside. He's very entertaining. He draws out the story. He's like looking at you while
These things, maybe. So the nurse has to get with the next for you.
We have all this beautiful trail magic thanks to Mad Rat, class of 2021. How did you get all this food?
I just purchased it. I own a company and it's part of what I do for the year. So
Well,
I just went in, made some big purchases. We had over 400 candy bars donated by Hershey, and then everything else was just me purchasing it.
wow, thank you so much. Really appreciate you doing this.
No problem.
I just know I have blueberry
Our friend Barbie is so generous for giving us his leftovers. A few weeks ago, after our canoe trip, my friend Pac-Man was feeling kind of sick and he thought he caught a cold from the day it was raining and we were canoeing. Let's see, last week he still felt really tired, and then we did 26 miles, and then the next morning he was like, I'm still so beat, but if I had Lyme disease I would have splotches, so can you look at my back? And I was like, actually you do have some splotches. So yeah, Lyme disease is a real thing out here. I don't remember, I think the tick wasn't even on him very long, but it happens. That's why we were waiting on that porch today for so long, was that he went to the doctor and we were like, well, you're kind of going through something. We don't want you to feel like you are all alone in this, so we'll wait for you. And so he got back, has to take some medicine, but he still gets to hike. I was worried at first that he was gonna have to get off trail, and I was like, oh my gosh, to come all this way, go through so much, and then not get to finish the hike because of something you had no control over, that would be such a bummer. But he's back on trail, and now we get to walk a long ways today. It's gonna be flat, but this is a section that looks like it's gonna go through either farmland or just this flat piece of forest between farms. We're going between Boiling Springs and Duncannon here in Pennsylvania.
For a bunch of wheat.
We're not going 3 miles an hour in this.
The thing about
I think it's an interesting fear. Would not be surprised if at a certain point it was like, okay.
Right into the Smokies, that kicked my ass.
Thru hikers, enjoy. Open it up, one of you.
Okay, open, push.
Pac-Man, have you ever seen one of these coolers before? You gotta push the button.
Oh, wow.
He's not from Kentuckiana, guys. What can we say?
Some Wawa and
What I mean by that is, I'm from here, Smokemaster's from here, sometimes people call this area Kentuckiana, but Pac-Man's from all the way up here. So whenever the three of us are together and Pac-Man does something silly, obviously it's because he's not from Kentuckiana.
old moonshine tradition that you could take a whole bunch.
So it's 6:40 and we could try to hike the 8 miles to the next shelter where you're allowed to camp. You're not allowed to camp here because this is somebody's farmland. Or there is a hotel 1.5 miles away. It's $60. So like the shelter is free, but is it practical to push yourself and save money, or just go ahead and go to the hotel? You have it in the bank. What would you do? Okay, cool. Well, we choose to go to the hotel. To go into the hotel room for the night.
I'm super excited.
Holiday Inn. The flat screen.
Air conditioning, flat screen, ironing board, so we can iron everything. Look at this boy's polka dots.
Yep, we got polka dot, polka dot, polka dot, polka dot, polka dot, and even more. Got one here. Got one here, here. I feel my legs.
Don't do Lyme disease, kids. Don't do Lyme. Last night I set my alarm. I was gonna get breakfast and then be on trail by 8. After breakfast, my friends were like, come on. It's only 17 miles today. If we get there late, who cares? And then I fell back asleep, thinking I was gonna have a short nap and then work on videos. But I slept the whole time, and my head really hurts. And now I'm just really not happy with myself for my use of time today, because it's so limited. Every hour, every minute, I always need to be doing something. Sometimes I need to be resting, but if I rested as much as I want, I would run out of time. Not in the best of moods this morning, but I'm trying to just not think about it and get the miles behind me. I can hear the noise from the traffic, so I know I'm getting into Duncannon. It's about 8 p.m. And I learned a very valuable lesson today. If you want to have a slow morning, that's okay, but maybe it would be better to have a slow evening and get into town earlier than you would. Sometimes the reward right away is good, but the reward later would be better. So now we know. But also, I've been thinking today, Wild came on, the movie with Reese Witherspoon about hiking the PCT. That came on at the hotel last night, and both Pac-Man and Smokemaster said they would do the PCT with me sometime in the future. So, you all heard it here first. I want to just do all the thru hikes there are. So you all know we can hold them to it. We might have some special guests joining us on some future thru hikes. But let's finish the AT first. The Duncannon Assembly of God had a space for hikers to stay in a basement. You set your sleeping pad up on the floor, then they had places to charge stuff, free supplies, and even a kitchenette for fancy multi-course meals like this. And I really think they had one of the best showers on the whole AT. Clean, good temperature, fluffy towels. And so nice to just drift right off to sleep afterwards. The next day was a 0 day. I enjoyed some ice cream and worked on making videos all day. And we happened to be there on a Wednesday, so another church had a free spaghetti dinner for hikers. So grateful for their generosity and spending time with each other.